Hello there, coppers. I want you to meet my bird friend, Percy Birdseed Chirpy. I'll tell you how I first met him. I heard this strange noise at the window. It was a bird, and he was hurt. What's the matter, fella?
Oh, me wing, I think it must be broken.
Your wing, eh? Who said that?
I did.
But you're a bird. You can't talk.
Oh, no? Well, what do you think I'm doing now?
You can talk.
I can talk all right, and boy, have I got a few words to say. Oh, my wing.
What happened to you?
I've been hit by an anti-aircraft gun.
A what?
An anti-aircraft gun. Some bad boys were playing anti-aircraft gun.
What do you mean by this anti-aircraft gun business?
Catapults. They were playing with catapults. Crikey, surely you know about catapults.
Oh, I've heard of catapults, but it's the first time I've ever heard anyone call them anti-aircraft guns.
That's what us birds call them. There I was flying all around, happy and chirpy like, and all of a sudden, pahing, a rock right in me mid-feathers. Oh, I think every feather in me wing is broken.
I think you'll be all right. Here, I'll fix it up for you.
Thank you, Mr.
Bill's the name, but just call me Uncle Ted.
Thank you, Unky Ted.
Have you got a name?
Just call me Percy. Me name's Percy Birdseed Chirpy. The only bird in the whole of Chirpland who can talk 300 languages.
Break it down. There wouldn't be 300 languages.
Oh, yes, there are. There are probably more than that. English, French, German, Latin, kangaroo, koala bear, cat, dog.
You mean all the animals talk?
Of course they do. And I'm the only one who understands them all. Almost all of them anyway.
How'd you get to know the human languages?
Easy. I was born in the ceiling of the School of Languages at the university. And from the time I first came out of the egg, I could hear the teachers teaching their students. I learned to speak English before I talked birdland. Now, will you fix up me wing, please, Unky Ted?
Well, I straightened out Percy's wing and bandaged it up.
That feels much better, thank you, Unky Ted.
Well, take it easy for a week or two, and then you should be able to fly again by then.
I will. I'll try and keep away from bad boys who play anti-aircraft guns with catapults, too.
I'm sure the cobbers who are listening to us right now wouldn't play a cruel game like that.
Did you say cobbers? Oh, I didn't know we had any cobbers.
Oh, yes, we have. They're listening to us right now. And they always like to hear stories.
Stories? Oh, I've got some beauties. I've had quite a few adventures, you know.
I'd like to hear some of them.
Well, have a listen to me tell tales sometime.
And that's how I met Percy Birdseed Chirpy. What's that laugh about?
I was thinking.
Congratulations. What were you thinking about?
I was just laughing about the time I flew to New Guinea.
That's a long way for a bird of your size.
Oh, I didn't fly all the way.
Well, how'd you get there?
I flew.
Oh, what's wrong with you? Did you fly or didn't you?
I flew, but I didn't fly all the way with me own little wings. You see, Albert the albatross let me sit on his back going up there, and I hitchhiked on the way home.
Sounds like a telltale coming up. Tell us all about it first.
Well, I was flying up the Fly River. That's a big river in New Guinea. And I had to refuel.
You had to what?
I had to have lunch. I deflapped down and landed on a log, and it tried to bite me.
The log tried to bite you?
No, Algae Alligator.
Where'd he come from?
He was the log that I thought was a log, but wasn't a log, it was algae. He twisted and snapped and tried to bite me.
What'd you do?
Oh, I wasn't there.
You were a moment ago.
I didn't waste any time getting away, but I left something on his back.
Your lunch?
Yes, a whole dish of birdseed on the alligator's back. And I had to have that seed to get enough strength to fly back to Port Moresby. It was a predicament.
Predicament?
I was too worried to think about pronunciation. I was getting weaker and weaker, and I didn't have any food.
Your birdseed was sitting on algae's back.
There was hardly a flap left in me wings.
What'd you do?
I took me life in me feathers, and I flew way up into the air above the Fly River, and then down, faster, closer. Target, algae's back. Only inches away I was, and he rolled over, and all I could see was his great big nasty mouth.
You flew into his mouth?
No, I only just missed. Just missed his mouth by inches, but me birdseed didn't.
Eh?
He rolled over and tossed my dish of birdseed up in the air, and it came down in his mouth. And then he started to whistle like a bird.
How did you get back to Port Moresby?
Algae brought me back.
The alligator.
Yes, it was the birdseed he swallowed. Made him meek and gentle like a bird. In fact, he even brought me right back to Australia on his back.
Incredible. What was that?
Excuse me for a moment, Uncle Ted. Algae wants me for a moment.
What was that noise? What's going on here?
Here you are. Yeah, I got some birdseed for you right over here.
Here's Percy, the talking bird, with a telltale. What's this tale about, Percy?
About the time I fought the pirates.
Pirates, eh?
Yes, and their leader was the biggest pirate of all, Long John Copper.
Long John Copper. I've heard of Long John Silver, but he lived over 100 years ago.
Yes, Long John Copper must have been one of his defendants.
You mean descendants, his grandson or something?
Yes, Long John Copper was Long John Silver's grandson.
But how could he be Silver's grandson when his name is Copper?
Oh, present-day pirates have gone off the silver standard.
Oh, ridiculous.
I was flying over the ocean when I saw the Queen Mary.
The big passenger ship.
Yes, I was feeling pretty tired, so I flew down and landed on the mast. I was just sitting there resting my tired little wings when I saw a ship heading towards us. My feathers went all a-quiver.
What was wrong?
It was flying the Skull and Crossbones.
The Jolly Roger.
It was a pirate ship.
What do you do?
I told the captain he ordered full steam ahead. The Queen Mary was going as fast, but the pirate ship was catching up.
But listen, the Queen Mary is one of the fastest ships afloat. How could an old sailing ship with only sails to drive it catch the mighty Queen Mary?
I forgot to tell you, there was a 90-mile-an-hour wind, so the pirate ship was going 90 miles an hour.
This gets sillier as it goes along.
The pirate ship was catching up to us. I had to do something.
What could a little bird like you do against bloodthirsty pirates?
The only way to stop the pirates catching the Queen Mary was to peck holes in their sails so the wind wouldn't blow them along.
Ingenious. A terrific idea.
But Scarwing stopped me.
Scarwing?
Long John Copper's parrot, the most feared pirate parrot in the world. I was pecking holes in the ship's sails, and Scarwing came up at me with his sword in his claw.
What'd you do?
I got away from him. I did a double loop, a barrel roll, climbed and dived, but Scarwing was catching up. I saw his sword flashing in the sun.
How did you get away?
I closed me wings and dived for the water. I swam underwater under the pirate boat, and that's when I saw the plug.
The plug? The plug in the bottom of the pirate boat?
Yes, I pulled it out and let the water go in, and the pirate boat sank, and that was the end of the pirates.
But what happened to Scarwing, the pirate parrot?
He took a swipe at me when I dived in the water. He missed and cut off his tail feathers. And without your tail feathers, you can't fly straight.
Where's he now?
Still out there, flying round and round in circles. He can't straighten up and fly anywhere. He'll be there forever.
Here's a telltale from Percy Birdseed Chirpy. Well, what's it about this time?
What's what about?
Your telltale.
Well, this is the story of Little Red Bandicoot. Little Red Bandicoot was going to Grandma's place with a basket of birdseed.
Hey, this sounds familiar.
As she was going along, she noticed a little caravan parked on the side of the road.
This better be a good story.
Quiet, please. Little Red Bandicoot wondered why the caravan was there.
I was just starting to wonder the same thing myself.
Do you know what she did?
I've got no idea.
Well, she went over to see what was going on, and she peeked in the window.
Well, go on. Who lived in the caravan?
The three musketeers. There was the great big gruff musketeer, a middle-sized musketeer, and a little tiny musketeer.
This is silly.
They were just about to have their breakfast.
You've got everything mixed up.
They found they couldn't eat their breakfast because their Christmas pie was too hot.
What were they doing eating Christmas pie for breakfast?
Oh, they cooked up some leftovers from last Christmas.
You're a little fool.
They had to wait for their Christmas pie to cool, so they went for a walk while they were waiting. Now, while they were away, little Red Bandicoot jumped in through the window.
Why didn't she go in through the door?
Oh, the three musketeers shut the door. They locked it so nobody could get in while they were away.
They did all that and left the window open.
Yes, they had to leave the window open so they could get in when they came back.
Well, why don't they use their key? Unlock the door.
Couldn't. They lost the key a long time ago.
Oh.
Just as little Red Bandicoot was starting on the Christmas pie, home came the three musketeers.
What happened?
They couldn't get in.
Why not?
Little Red Bandicoot left the basket of birdseed in front of the window, so they couldn't get in.
Now, wait a minute. How could a basket of birdseed stop them from getting in through the window?
The birdseed basket was made of bricks, and no matter how hard the three musketeers huffed and blowed, they couldn't blow down the birdseed basket made of bricks.
Ridiculous.
All of a sudden, the wood chopper from the woodpile came and chopped the lock off the door.
But what happened to little Red Bandicoot?
She fell in love with the little musketeer and lived happily ever after.
Purse, come here.
Yeah, what do you want?
Come here.
Hey, what's that gun thing you've got in your hand?
I've got an old musket. Here.
You missed.
Well, I won't miss you with this baseball bat.